All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, coming to you live from where I belong, Ravenscar, my backyard. Back from Minnesota, got in at 6 a.m. yesterday, left home 9-ish a.m. Saturday, drove all day, all night, because that's what I do. I did stop for a 2-hour nap at Buc-ee's. I was only an hour away from home, but it's like, you know what? I'm tired. Let's not do anything stupid. You know, I can sleep for a bit and then still be home in time for morning mass. And I was. Hey, Cinnamon, good morning. Jennifer, good morning. Joanne, hello. Tammy, you hear Chirpy in the background? Chirpy is excited to have you all back. Hey, Alan. Hey, Donna. Yep. So it's nice. While I was away, I had the lawn care people come in and lay sod. And so it's not quite green yet. What's funny is the green parts are like my herb gardens and so forth, and the brown parts are the grass, but soon the grass will be bright green. Yeah, I made a promise to my wife, to Mrs. Weather, that, you know, she doesn't like me driving straight through. She thinks it's not a good thing, and I'm thinking seems like a good idea to me. But she made me promise that if I get tired, I will, you know, find a place to pull over and rest. And the only way to be allowed to continue to these sort of adventures is if I, you know, keep my word to her, and so I did. That's important. So I pulled over and rest for 2 hours. There's a lot of people that sleep in the Buc-ee's parking lot. It's kind of funny. Hey, Kiri, good morning. BJ, hello. Tanya, yep. I'm glad to be home safely. Well, there's recklessly, and there's at the edge of the performance of the vehicle. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, man. I'm still recovering, though. I'm still tired. Hey, the Canadians are in the house. Good morning, eh? How you doing up there in the Great White North? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got a birthday. We got a birthday. We got a birthday. Hey, Aaron Beastmaster. Happy birthday. Happy Monday morning. Today is my birthday, and yesterday we made beeswax candles from Uncommon Bees. It was such a fun project. I bet. Oh, and I bet they smell so good when they burn. Man, there is nothing like real beeswax. But it's your birthday, Aaron. And so that means we start out with a song. All right. Let me get my. Before I do this, gotta limber up. So yeah, when I was at my folks' place, I felt a little restrained, like I couldn't be my, you know, whatever. And part of it is because I was sitting. Out here, I'm standing, so I'm free to move. All right. But anyway, you're not here to see me move. You're here to hear me sing. Happy birthday to Aaron. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Beastmaster Aaron. Happy birthday to you. Woo. All right. Always a fun time. Always driving my neighbors nuts. So it was funny. My neighbors on this side, they had the double pane. These houses are kind of old. They had double pane glass installed about a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. It doesn't matter. And to cut down on the noise. Well, it turns out the noise goes right through the brick into their house because there's really no insulation in that house. And so, yeah, they can hear everything fine, maybe not through the windows, but through the bricks themselves. Okay, BJ, when are you going to be a contestant on a survival show? So they keep asking me, and well, for a long time, like the Alone and Naked and Afraid is still asking, but Alone was pushing, and so I sent in some demo tapes, kind of the scientist in the wild showing you all the foods that were available, and I never heard back from them through official lines. But I know a number of the contestants. I mean, I work with Dr. Nicole Appelian on the bandana, and they said, the show, they don't want people that can survive, indefinitely without suffering in the woods, in the Alone. They want people that would be drama. They don't want someone sitting there fat and happy and going, "This is great, I'm good, all right." So, and apparently my demo videos and all the food I was showing, it's like, this guy would not starve. We don't want him. Hey, good morning, Charles. Hey, Mary. Yeah. You gotta do the heavy metal birthday song, Swedish death metal. That's what my voice was made for. Hey, good morning, Bernice Bakiri. We were driving, 2 baby goats are born, both boys. Mom rejected one. Doe belongs to friend, so dropped off baby with friend yesterday on way to church. Cool. Hey, Jennifer, good to see you're awake. Hey, Kelsey, it's good to be back. All right. Hey, I was just reading on bird clover. How do you eat it? I was pulling up not knowing how good it was for the soil. A birthday song sounds the way my family sings. Yeah, Tanya. So over on Foraging, Texas, I talk about bird clover. The main use for the bird clover by the Native Americans was the seeds. It produces a prodigious amount of seeds, which are protein and food and nutrition. And so they would let it just go to seed and collect the seeds and then roast and grind those into a flour, gluten-free flour, because the clover doesn't have seeds. But the leaves and stuff are edible too. But yeah, if you go over to foragingtexas.com, scroll down to clover-burr, you will see all about it. I know. Is it so? Aaron said it was a lot of fun, even just watching the wax melt. Okay, if you like that, Aaron, you need to get a lava lamp. They are the most cool, hypnotic things ever. Please tell me you know what a lava lamp is, and yeah, you definitely need to get one. It's just slowly melting wax, and it's just sit there for hours watching the lava. True. Just be naked then and act scared. My ego would not allow that. I mean, well, maybe the nude part, but not the acting scared part. I'm a little. Yeah, I'm a little. I mean, I started up my own morning show just because no one else was giving me one. That's how egotistical I am. Hey, Roxana, good morning. No, it's all about the love. But oh, sweet. I love those covers of these gothic, white-faced, black leather guys and snow with axes. Hey, good morning, Jason, Sonia. Hey, Gigi, anyone eating mulberries yet? They should be soon. They should be really soon. I need to check the mulberry trees around. Wow. Just weird morning light. Strange. Hey, Deborah, good morning. Mary agrees on the lava lamp. All right. You're old enough that we actually had a really cool lava lamp when I was a child. All right. Ye to Spencer's Gifts and get thy lava lamp. Now I want a lava lamp. So, okay, funny lava lamp story. Generating random numbers on a computer is very, very, very difficult because you can come up with algorithms that are based on quasi-random events. but it's actually hard. And so for a long time, the number one online source of random numbers was actually a room of lava lamps against a grid with a camera pointed at it. And then when a random number was needed by someone in the, someone out on the internet, the camera would take a picture of the lava lamps and through an algorithm take the locations of all the blobs and use that to generate a number. Wow, it is like noisy out here. So, but eventually the lava lamp number generator, random number generator site went down. Good morning, Wolf. 29 this morning, getting up to 63 this afternoon. Do you still have maple syrup flowing, or is that pretty much done already? Ooh, still trying to figure out what type of plant would be good to bring out to Terlingua that would survive and grow out there with a couple of months of only rainwater. Have you considered like using plants that are already there? Just saying. Not sure what you would bring from where you're at out there, because it's a very different soil and everything else. Hey, Kimberlyn, good morning. Yeah, Jason Sonia, does white clover grow here? I only see the red flowering clover usually. I don't even remember seeing the purple. So the purple one is pretty rare. So the purple one is actually known as red clover. And if you go up more in the Dallas area, it grows up there. Here in the Houston area, lots of white clover. See it out really most of the places. White clover is pretty ubiquitous all over the damn place. So, yeah, and you can buy white clover seeds. I mean, it's a nitrogen fixer. It's really good for like a cover crop for a garden or things like that. All right, you gotta put the sled up. No more snowmobiling. There were still a few snowmobilers out in Minnesota when I was there. Okay, cool. Deborah, thanks for the update. My mulberry tree has young green berries already, so we are getting close. Getting close. Mulberries are so good. My dad still has black lights and lava lamps. Your dad is cool. I like your dad. Hey, Carol. Good morning. It's good to be back in Texas. Standing, talking. Miss my mom and dad. Mom and dad, are you here yet? Yeah, Chirpy is going nuts. Man, when I walked outside when I got home Sunday and came outside Sunday morning, he swooped down at me. So I'm taking that to be its hello human greeting. Ah, yes, the rain lamps. We were talking about those. A friend of mine had an oil rain lamp that I loved. It was full of oil and dripped down strings of metal. It was soothing. Yes, those are still cool. I don't care what anyone says. I got to look on Amazon, see if they're still there. Okay, so you still got the freezing nights and the syrup or the sap is still flowing. Cool. Darlene, do you know anything about the shortwave broadcasts that just recite numbers? Yes, number stations. I've tried to tune in a few. With my equipment, I don't have the worldwide coverage. My system is more for local, but there are online shortwave radios that you can tune into those. But a number of stations, for what people don't know, if you're, depending on what frequency you're on, so like I said, we won't go into different frequencies and stuff like that, but you can tune in and there are different stations that like some just recite random numbers over and over and over, like 7, 4, 16, 9, 8, 1, and just go on and on and on and on. Or sometimes at 15 minutes after the hour, they give a string of 9 or something. The working theory of these different stations is that they are used by the governments. They're government-run ways of communicating with their spies. And so their spies somewhere, has a code book, and when they hear a certain series of numbers, they figure out what that means. It has something in their book. It matches something in their book, and away they go and do something, or message received sort of thing. So they're really interesting. They've been going on since the Cold War, and there's a whole community devoted to trying to figure out where they're coming from and what their purpose is. If you go to Wikipedia and just look up number stations, it talks about them, and it gives some frequencies that you can listen in on. Hey, all right. Hey, Charles. Yeah, so when I'm going to drive across country, I try and look memorable for all those that I deal with. It's kind of fun. So I got the round green glasses and the beard, and it's fun. Ooh, I've got to try and beat the birds and squirrels to them. They're all red. They're red already. Sweet. Yeah, so the mulberries a lot of times show up while we still have the dewberry flowers. I need to go find mulberry trees again. Mom and Dad are here. Good morning, Mom and Dad. Good morning, tribe, from Mom and Dad. Nice sunny morning. Lots of rain due later on. We're supposed to get rain. Actually, it's supposed to rain for a bit at 8 today. I don't think so. And then tomorrow and Tuesday. So, Dad, I left the bottle of the brain pills there on the table next to the toaster for you. I just ate a bug. Not one of the tasty bugs. That's the problem with broadcasting outside and having a big mouth. Dad, yeah, so I left the brain pill next to the toaster there on the table. So you and Mom, you need to be taking it during the group take this morning. All right. Or, you can sprinkle it on your eggs. It's really good that way too. So. Oh, man. Wolf, Sturgis. That would be awesome. I haven't been to Sturgis since the 80s. I hear it's changed. All right, Kelsey, a few years ago, I bought a rosemary sprig out there and planted it under a roof drip line to get water, and it survived. So now I'm curious, what other type of plant is strong enough to survive this lack of care? So that makes sense. So the rosemary, it's a Mediterranean kind of desert island sort of plant. Let me, go to, let's say I'm foraging in Texas. One of the ecosystems you can search under is arid/dry. And you might want to look at that. See if there's anything. But most of those are out there already. Yeah, it's when I'm ready for it, it's fine. But this one, just as I inhaled, it flew by and got sucked up and got stuck against the little dangly thing. And it was like, this is really uncomfortable right now. Hey, Dad. Yeah, so the tribe, there's like a fight going on. Who gets the stove? They don't understand that I get the stove. So be it. Yeah, so the stove in my folks' house is this 80-year-old beautiful beast. Very nice. It's still there. All right, making breakfast ham and egg omelet. Yeah, just open up some of the brain pills and sprinkle them in there too. It'll taste really good. But you got to take the brain pill, Dad. Ooh, Darlene, I have 2 mulberries in my chicken pen. They love them. Oh, yeah. Did you hear that? Did you hear the Minnesotan in there? Oh, yeah. Yep. Have I ever drank maple sap water? Yeah, it tastes like water with just the vaguest hint of mapley syrupiness. But for the most part, it's water. And like I said, it takes 40 gallons usually of sap to boil down to make 1 gallon of syrup. Oh man, I was there last so 2014 came in the day after Sturgis ended. It was awesome. Oh yeah, when everyone's riding back. So I went to school in South Dakota State University, and the university, the Brookings, South Dakota, is on one of the main pathways between Milwaukee and Sturgis. And Milwaukee is where Harley Davidsons are made. And so you'd get tons of the motorcyclists coming through in the summer to go out to Sturgis. And then there was a place called Jim's Tap. And those in the know, they would come off the freeway, drive in through Brookings, go around the back of the building. The back door would be open, the front door would be open, and you would ride your motorcycle through the bar. And you would sit, at the bar, and motorcycle after motorcycle would be coming through the bar. Now, at the time, we weren't really thinking about exhaust, but that was a tradition that had been going, for decades already. And I think maybe he had some fans or something. But yeah, you would just sit there, and all these awesome motorcyclists and stuff actually drive through the bar on their way to Sturgis. Good times, good times. The sap, yeah, just kind of like water. That really, water with just like a drop of maple syrup in it. There you go. So the stove is gas. It's not wood. It was old enough or new enough to be gas powered. Does Mrs. Merriweather want the stove? She is neutral on it. She understands that it is a piece of art, a functional piece of art. The trick would be we'd have to completely redesign our kitchen to incorporate said piece of art. The oven part, it's very deep, but it's kind of narrow. So if you have a cookie sheet, you got to put the cookie sheet in the long way because it doesn't fit in the sideways. But yeah, it's a gorgeous thing, absolutely gorgeous. Maple is lightly sweet. Birch is just odd with an earthy yet hints of sweet. I still haven't tried the birch. I need to try birch. Actually, I have tried the birch. Not the syrup, but the sap from it. I understand about the old stove thing. My grandparents had one of those white enameled gas ones that made biscuits and food that no other oven could make anywhere near as good as that one did. Yep. Oh, and I will tell you, the like a frozen pizza in my parents' stove, it's awesome. My red maple shot out its first leaves today. I love this tree. I'm in McAllen, and so it's hot here. It's just a miracle. It survived 4 years already, even with my hubby whacking its trunk with a weed whacker. Be careful. Put a coffee can or something around it. It often seems husbands, nothing personal out there, but husbands are the most dangerous predator of the garden and plants in general. Yeah, my great aunt had a wood stove she cooked on. I mourned that stove. That would be awesome, but man, that's a lot of work. Cutting the wood and all that. Oh yeah. So dad wanted to tell you all the cast iron square frying pan I showed you is 65 years old. Bought it 10 years before we were married. The round one was older. It was mom's before we were married. So yep. Dad's cast iron, mom's cast iron, it's old stuff. Man, Chirpy's here. Hey, Johnny, catching final of the show. Good morning. Good morning back in Texas. The girlfriend has a job when I'm gone. She is marking the maples so they don't go away when I bring the dozer. Good use of time. Wowza on the pan. It's a nice pan. Man, those of you who haven't experienced cast iron, try it. Look up, go to Academy, get a $15 cast iron frying pan, cook some bacon in it, cook some more bacon in it, cook some more bacon in it, and away you go. And after that, try everything else. All right. Hey, tribe. Regan is 11 today, so she's excited for her Swedish death metal song. All right, we got another birthday person. All right, let me let me get my throat ready here. All right, Regan. You ready, Regan? You can tell your kids at school about this. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Regan. Happy birthday to you. Woo. A little dizzy. A little dizzy. Yep, I have many cast iron skillets that have been passed down through the generations. You can do that with cast iron. Won't use anything else. Oh man, when I was up in Minnesota, I got to tell you, if you ever find yourself in Minnesota, I'm sorry, but I don't love you, Mom and Dad. Definitely hit the Goodwills and the Salvation Army shops and all that, because they are loaded with cast iron. Really nice pieces. And when I was up there last week, I swung by and there was all sorts of nice cast iron. And it's like, oh, as much as I would like this, I don't have one exactly this shape, but I don't need one exactly that shape anymore. I got probably 7 or 8 different cast iron pans now that I use on a regular basis. And so yeah, I don't need any more. Now, if I found a cast iron wok, a big old wok, that would be hard to resist. But anyway, yeah, tons of cast iron there. I don't know why. Yeah. But, hey, Mira, treated myself to a 5-quart cast iron Dutch oven. It's so awesome. I will say with the Dutch ovens, get the Dutch oven liners, the parchment paper liners. It makes cleanup so much easier. But why so much cast iron in Minnesota? I do not know. And why people are getting rid of it, I think Minnesota likes new and shiny. And so, they just, or maybe, there's old people, I don't know. But there is tons of it there. They'd have a whole rack of cast iron pans. And it's like, ooh, oh, nice. Maybe I need a spare 14-inch cast iron. But yeah, this is probably the first time I managed to walk out without bringing some cast iron out of there, because so much good cast iron. All right, we were building cast iron collection to pass on, and we switched to stainless steel dishes to pass them on too. The glass dishes weren't ever going to survive 4 kids. Ain't that the truth? Hey, Kelly, good morning. Shouldn't you be shooting helicopters or vaccinating helicopters? Probably sounds better. Oh, nice, Chad. Found a 1910 cast iron waffle maker. Needed cleaning, but interesting to use. Does it have the little thing that allows you to, well, I guess it just sits on the burner, doesn't it? I would love one of those. Daughter has a cast iron wok. She brought it new last year. The thing with a cast iron wok, to use it properly, is most ranges and stovetops don't produce the fire needed to properly use a giant cast iron wok. So that would be for cooking out here on the propane burner stand I use for the frying turkeys and stuff like that. Is there a way to clean copper-colored electric skillet? Don't want to scratch the surface, but it isn't removing the burnt area. I don't know. I have not looked into that. Maybe some. I was thinking maybe some metal polishes, but copper is pretty soft. Aaron, I only use cast iron now. Made finding a pot for candle making easy. I just got one of my old pots I used to use. You all right, Jennifer? I wouldn't have walked out if there was a walk. But bump. Tina, there's a flea market in East Texas that has tons of cast iron. Hubs has requested I no longer stop there. Okay, you need to let me know where this is, because I want to know. Love in the cast. Yeah. Okay. Lots of people want to know where this is. It along 59? Is it one of those things that's like an hour out of Houston on 59? Oh wow, Barkeeper's Friend. That's something I haven't heard in a long time. But yeah, good idea, Mary. So, Kiri, look up Barkeeper's Friend. That's oxalic acid. Same thing in wood sorrel, and it's good for cleaning and polishing metal. Holy moly, 24-inch. I'm not sure what my biggest one is. I don't think it's 24-inch. No, that'd be 2 of my feet. That'd be huge. I think my biggest is like a 20-inch. Canton. Yeah, Canton would definitely have those. Oh, Kimberly. Okay. Go to YouTube. Just look up on YouTube. It's really basically, you cook something. Well, there are different ways of doing it. Oh, it's loud. So you can just, like I said, fry up some bacon and call it good. You can go to, I think even like, Academy. I'm assuming you're in Texas. In Academy, in their cast iron section, they have what's called cast iron conditioner. It's a bottle of flaxseed oil. And you just heat the pan up, you rub that in there, you let the pan cool, and you do that like twice. Whoop, whoop. All right, it is 7:50. Time for the group take. Yay, group take, group take. Oh, sorry, but then Wolf mentioned deep dish pizzas in cast iron. Totally. Okay, up 59 between Lufkin and Nacogdoches. Okay, so that's up there. Oh, man. Okay, but Dad, I'm telling you, got to take the brain pill, Dad. If you're not going to take the capsules, open up the capsules and sprinkle them on your omelet, Dad. Okay? All right. So, like I said, for those of you new here, I am the medicine man for Medicine Man Plant Co. And so I make assorted things like the liver pill, which is burdock root, milk thistle, and flaxseed to help maintain and activate your liver. The brain pill, which is lion's mane, sage, and ginkgo leaf. Oh, Dad, you got to put this on your eggs, Dad. And Mom. The immune pill, which is elderberry, echinacea, self-heal, cordyceps. A little bit of vitamin C to top it all off. The blood pressure pill, focus. And like I said, I have naturally low blood pressure, so the blood pressure pill really isn't for me. But the ginger, hawthorn, and rosella hibiscus have some other benefits so I still take one a day. The libido pill. Yes. So one of the things I've designed is for them to play together well without any interactions. Yeah, we're spending a fortune on ads right now on Facebook. We're trying to drum up sales. Darling, you make pizzas in the cast iron. Yep, 14 and 16 inch. Nice. Hey, Tracy. Good morning. How are the teenagers? It was so nice being with Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad, I love you. I wish I could have stayed longer. Yep, Chirpy is excited about the group take. Chirpy is just excited about everything. That's why I love Chirpy. He's just a happy bird. I missed him when I was up in Minnesota. I really did. One day, when we finish building, I will have a wood-burning cook stove. It will be mine. Oh, yes, it will be mine. Truly, Wolf, you are a good man. All right, Beastmaster Kimberlin. Oh, no, War Chief Kimberlin. Sorry, getting the roles confused. Have a good day. Mom and Dad raised multiple good sons. They kind of scored 3 out of 3. Hey, Jan. Good morning. How are you today? Welcome. It is Monday. Yeah, welcome to Monday. Oh. Don't forget, tomorrow, noon. I don't know if there are any slots available yet, but I will be doing a live presentation on medicinal landscaping for the Dripping Springs Public Library. So there's a registration link over on the Foraging Texas. There might still be some slots available. I think they have room for 100 people, so you can jump in on that. So the plants will be more specific for the Dripping Springs area, the hill country type area. But yeah, medicinal landscaping, an hour-long presentation there. Oh, man. The ravens are back in the Meadowland Forest. I wish we had ravens down here. I don't know if Texas has ravens or not. I don't recall seeing any. At least we got the crows. I'm trying to lure more crows in. Okay, that was bizarre, Chirpy. Oh, you're after a bug. Chirpy was doing this goat-like hop thing, but then I saw him open his beak and snatch something. Where were you when the bug flew in my mouth, Chirpy? You could have saved me. Oh, well. I cook some on my wood stove. It's not a cook stove, but I can. So you get the more of the just a heat-burning stove. All right. I think I have very old Yupon holly trees. They're like 25 feet high with large scaly trunks. Is that normal for their trunks to blister like that? Yeah, when they're big and old, the bark kind of splits open. I'm a little concerned about that because depending on how deep the fissures go, it might let some fungus in, but we will see. Oh yeah, crows are actually mean to other birds. I gotta tell you, Chirpy isn't so nice to other birds either. The more I hang out here and watching, a lot of birds don't get along with other birds. Birds are territorial and defensive and things like that. So yeah, the crows hunt in packs, and so they will work together. Where Chirpy is on his own. But when the cedar waxwings were in the yard, 2 weeks ago, oh man, Chirpy was just going nuts chasing them out. Yep, throw it bits of chips and papra and bread, the crows will come. I had the leftover dog food when the dog was in the backyard. Oh, I need to check up on him. I was hoping it would attract the birds, but it basically just turned to mush here. So I don't think the crows were interested in dog food. It's kind of nasty looking now. Okay, what are the trees that have regular bark trunk and the white smooth branches? Ah, you are talking about the sycamore. Yeah, go to Foraging Texas and look up sycamore. SYCMORE. Sycamore. They absolutely, so they're like regular bark on the trunk, and then they get white up on top. They're actually my most favorite trees. Totally the most beautiful, Lord of the Rings like tree here. But yeah, the sycamores, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, imagine the birds as dinosaurs' heirs. Very true. It makes you think, wow, the dinosaur age, that was a violent time. Ugh. Dinosaur violence. Tasty, tasty dinosaurs. Ah, yes, Lehman's, the Amish company, the catalog. I love that catalog. Lehman's in Ohio sells wood stoves and other non-electric products for the Amish, Mennonite, off-grid folks. Bought my cast iron waffle maker from Lehman's. I used to have the catalog from them. I need to track one down again. That was one thing when I was driving back. There's this one place I usually stop for gas, and in the parking lot, there's always been this Amish dude selling homemade pickles, all sorts of different types of things, pickled okra and pickled onions and pickled carrots and pickled quail's eggs and all this sort of thing. And usually I pick up a big jar of pickled okra from him, but he wasn't there this time. It made me sad. Yeah, I haven't heard the neighbors' chickens in a while either. I think the traffic noise are too loud, or they got scared when I asked for eggs. Oh, cool. Saw an osprey that had a squirrel in its talons yesterday. That's neat. The That's kind of interesting too, because osprey, they also like fish. They will go after the fish. Oh, it's a loud long one. Yeah, watch for deer and eagles on the roadway, sign on the highway up here. Well, that makes sense because a car hits the deer and then the eagles are scavengers eating the deer. And then you hit an eagle. That would suck. Oh yeah, pickled green beans are good. No, the pickled quail eggs, they're just sitting there. Once it's pickled, all the bacteria is killed. It's a sterilization process, and so it's all good. Pickled eggs. I need to make pickled. I got to tell you, I mean, Meriwether's World was fun, but we only got 3 episodes left. And then I have like 5 hours of my life back every week, which I'm looking forward. Well, one thing is pickling a bunch of stuff. I need pickled eggs. And then mom and dad talked me into pickling a cow's tongue. So I got to track down a cow's tongue and pickle that. Ooh. Ooh, this sounds good. Just learned about bread and butter pickled Brussels sprouts. Oh, man. Oh, man, that would be awesome. All right, oddly enough, pickled turnips is awesome. I wonder if that would be like pickled beets, because pickled beets were great. Oh, I love my mom's pickled beets. Okay. Yeah, they got them in the stores and the fancy schmancy food stores. But yeah, that's the whole purpose of pickling, really. Once you open the jar, then maybe you want to have it refrigerated. But yeah. Okay, it is 8 o'clock. I need to head off to work. Yay, work! It's Monday. So have a good day. I will see you tomorrow. It's good to be back, standing, singing, loosey goosey, with the tribe, with Chirpy. So have a great day. Mom, Dad, miss you, love you. Take the brain pill. Sprinkle it on your eggs. You got that? Okay. All right. Love to you all. See you tomorrow. End broadcast.